We're kicking off Family Safety Week here on CBS 2 with some of the hidden dangers that could be lurking in your garage.
Well, our fab mom, Jill Simonian, is live at her own home with some experts who are going to show us what could be a danger. Jill.
Hi, Pat and Paul. If you told me I was going to be coming to you from my garage, I would have said you're joking. But here we are. We're talking about Family Safety Week, and I want to get right to it. Wes Bender from Safe Kids Worldwide is here to break down what we need to think about first when it comes to keeping our garages safe, not only for our kids, but for us, too. We're going to start with the garage door sensor. Please explain what this is and why we need to update it.
Absolutely, Joe. It's really important that every garage door has a garage door sensor. It's a safety device, and what it does, it sends a beam from one side of your garage door to the other side across the entire opening, and if there's anything in the path of that beam, it prevents the garage door from coming down on top of it. So it's a safety device for children and small pets, objects like that.
And you and me, and I'm going to test it right now. Are we going to be safe? Ah! Oh, we're good. It's working. It's working. We're good.
It works. Great.
All right, let's move right along. I want to talk about tools now. We've got all sorts of tools in this garage, obviously. Danger here.
Yeah, so we want to make sure the doors are closed.
Okay.
Prevents kids from accessing tools and
Yes.
making it a ladder to crawl up on.
Doors closed with locks. And we also want to talk about the tools on the wall, sharp objects.
You've done a great job with this, Joe. You have the tools up off the workbench, secured, sharp objects like this. Children can't reach up and pull them off of the workbench, so they're safely secured out of reach of the children.
Okay, so I've been doing good. It's my husband. He's been doing good. And talking about keeping things out of reach, we also did something good with the cabinets, right?
We did. So cabinets and shelving should always be secured to the wall. So these are secured very well to the wall so that no one can climb up and pull them down on top of themselves. So you did a really good job with that, have them secured. The other thing that we could do is take the doors and have a latch on, a safety latch, so that whatever's inside these doors, the children can't access those. So a latch high up out of the way that either locks or latches to keep the doors shut.
Right. Good point. Good point. All right. Get a latch. It's on my to-do list. Let's talk about what is inside these doors. Dun, 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 dun. Chemicals.
Yes.
I know. Danger. I don't want to make light of it. But we've got Gustavo Medina from LA County Fire. Tell me, does this concern you? We do have chemicals here in this garage.
No, it doesn't. You have them. You have all your chemicals in a cabinet, which is good. All you need to do is just make sure they're locked, make sure they're out of the way of kids and pets. But they're properly stored in their original container. They have their labels, and we just want to make sure that they're all airtight and sealed because we don't want any spillage onto the ground.
Airtight and sealed.
Yeah.
Good, good. Especially, and I do want to say, in a garage, there's always the risk of heat with cars and, of course, carbon monoxide. Talk to us about protecting ourselves from carbon monoxide poisoning.
So carbon monoxide is an odorless gas that the only way you can detect it is through a carbon monoxide alarm. So it would be a good idea to put one in the garage, especially in a garage like this that's attached to the house, where those fumes can go into the household and people can start inhaling them. That's dangerous. So, and another thing is just make sure that when you replace when you change your clocks, replace your batteries to the carbon monoxide alarms, and they have a shelf life of about 10 years. So just make sure you look at the date and replace it as necessary.
The batteries accordingly. Great information. Gustavo Medina from LA County Fire. Thanks so much. And Wes Bender from Safe Kids Worldwide. We do want to put some information on the screen for you right now, breaking down our tips. Don't forget, you got to update those garage door sensors. You always want to keep those sharp tools on the wall and put away. Hazardous materials always put away and closed and locked. And of course, install a carbon monoxide detector to prevent that silent poisonous killer, so to speak. Back to you guys in the studio tomorrow. We're giving you Disaster Kit 101.
All right. Thank you, Jill. And as Jill mentioned, tomorrow at 5 o'clock, Safety Week continues with how to prepare for an emergency. Jill will show you how to put together an emergency kit with a pillowcase. Plus, it could save a life. We've got the basics to performing CPR.